Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I guess we wanted to do something different because, I hear I have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah, hi, everyone.
Nice. And we're going to have our other co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Okay. Now, I thought of this, and, being this is the first time we're doing this, I guess we can be relaxed about the format. I was thinking that all three of us could each take 20 minutes to talk, but then some of us may not have enough to fill 20 minutes, and I don't want this to feel like you're standing up in front of a classroom giving an oral presentation or anything like that. I just want, Barbara and Kelly, to feel like that they could give their ideas and have it be heard and have it be understood that, we were, the other two were going to hear what the other two had to say as far as ideas are concerned. It's not, and I guess what I was thinking of doing is that instead of, taking 20 minutes, maybe what we'll do is Kelly will go first, and Kelly can take up to 20 minutes to just talk, okay? In the middle of the talk, she might say, do either of you have any questions? And we would ask questions. Other than that, I want Kelly to kind of let out her ideas and let out how she feels, things she wants done more, things that she might want done differently. I love Kelly and I love Barbara, and I don't want either of them to feel like that I'm some big monster that doesn't want to hear their opinions on things. So what we're going to do is Kelly's going to go first, and she can take up to 20 minutes. She doesn't have to go the full 20 minutes. This isn't some grade. I'm not going to give you an A or B or something like that. Then I'm going to talk for 20 minutes, after that, we may take calls, or we might go over some of the things that Barbara has said. Now, Barbara has said that she didn't have enough to fill 20 minutes, but she has given some ideas. So I want to make sure that those ideas are talked about. She may not remember some of the ideas that she said, but she has said some ideas. So I'm going to have Kelly go first. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah, hi.
Okay. I'm going to give you a chance to have the floor for 20 minutes, and I'm going to start a timer for 20 minutes. Okay?
Okay. Well,
all right, you have the floor.
All right. I think it would be a good idea to be able to let people in a little bit to feel like they know each one of us personally. And what I mean by that would be, like, I've been to Los Angeles, but, some other people may not have been, probably a lot of people that listen. And it would be interesting, I think, to have Barbara do, like a Blue Jeans video show where we're there, too, on the show. But if Barbara took us around to, like, places or events, or did like a live broadcast from, maybe it was, that Chinese theater with all the, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, or, something like that, just, to kind of have people feel like they're traveling along with us. And then, Johnny going to the beach in Destin, Florida, and maybe I go to a festival or a park where it's nice and lush and green and wooded and everything, so people can see, like, what Michigan's about, or maybe I go to Lake Michigan. So, it would be kind of cool to do, like, these on-location things that are kind of like everyday things that we're used to seeing and doing, but we could take people along with us to do. From where we are. What do you guys feel about that?
Oh, I love it. When you went on location with our Blue Jeans, that was fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
cool.
that idea.
Yes,
I love it.
I think that would
I
be
do
fun.
love the dichotomy of the three locations. Like, for instance, I have a lot of beaches and you have a lot of sand, and Barbara's probably got a lot of celebrity hangout spots. So, yeah.
Well,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
a great
Nice.
idea, and I would love to, because that would be so fun to take my selfie stick, and we can let everybody know ahead of time where I'm going to be and do a little tour of something in Los Angeles that people maybe they've never been there. So that would be fun. That's a great idea, Kelly, and thank you, because that's making it fun for me, a lot of fun.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. Yeah, and it helps too that you're like a known celebrity, so, it's cool to have people see what you do every day. Maybe this is where people jog on the beach. Maybe this is where, things that to you are going to be mundane and everyday, like for other people, it's going to be like you're taking them there to a new place. You're their tour guide.
Yes. That would be so cool. And how often do you think that we should do something like that, where either you're doing an event or I'm doing a little tour, or Johnny? How often? Once a week or twice a week?
Something like that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that would be really fun. And of
Yes.
course, in the winter it's going to be interesting when we get snow here, because obviously in those two locations you don't get it like we do, if you get any at all.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that I could do, because I love going and rollerblading on the beach. I could stop and talk to people. I could, just give everybody out there a flavor of California.
Oh, that would be great. That would be so fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And I would love to do that once a week for sure, definitely. Or even, on a shoot or a behind-the-scenes thing, whatever we each could bring to our day where we are doing the event. The possibilities are really endless. So that would drive a lot of people to us and bring a lot of people to us, because I think we got a lot of good feedback on our first Blue Jeans. And then when we put it on YouTube, I got a lot of people commenting on how they liked that.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And, some people looked us up, and that was like the first thing they found. So, yeah, if we, even if maybe sometime you go to an event and it's not going to be intrusive to take us along and, do a little from there, that would be really cool, because obviously the kind of events that you go to are ones that, the general population never gets to see, or they see it through a camera and it's not the behind the scenes.
Right, where it's more intimate, where they're really there with us live.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
That's cool. Okay, great. So that will be something to look forward to. And because that's what it's all about, is building content. And, before we know it, we're going to have a lot of content on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then it'll be a lot easier for us to say, hey, do you want to come on our show? And, oh, yeah, where do I find it? Well, here it is. Do you like it? Oh, yeah. And the more we do this, the more polished it'll be. So, that was kind of like
That's
our
right.
test run.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need a selfie stick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. We got to get you a selfie stick. They're so fun.
Yeah, I saw one for like $9. I'm like, oh, I should totally order that. So.
Yeah, because your arm gets tired if you don't have one. And you can get more people in it. When you have this selfie stick, it goes out so far that you can actually get a big group in, or you're interviewing somebody. It's not like right there with just your arm length. It really makes a big difference.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was kind of noticing that when I was interviewing Tony, and I'm kind of flipping the phone back and forth to get both of us. it was kind of awkward, like, gosh, I hope he's in the frame, because I didn't want to stand on top of him so we're both in it at the same time. So, yeah, it would definitely help to have a selfie stick.
It turned out okay, though, without the selfie stick, but it's just going to be easier on you for sure with that. And, yes, we can always interview people, too. If we know we're going to come across somebody interesting, we'll let each other know, and then hopefully that would work with the scheduling.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, that would be really cool. If we can somehow make ourselves available at that time, and then if people don't tune in at that time, they can always catch us on YouTube.
That's right. They always have that.
Yeah, and if we do hashtags about what it's about, it'll attract more people.
And that's what we want to do, attract people and help them. It makes us feel good to help people. That's what it's bringing to me.
Oh, it's huge to me. I really look forward to it because I really feel like we're making a difference.
I think so.
Kelly,
yeah.
Didn't you make some suggestion to me one time about Barbara visiting an animal shelter?
Oh, yeah. I think it would be tremendous if, like, at some point you could visit, like, a animal shelter where they have dogs and cats, and then, hold some of those that they're trying to adopt out, and it'll attract people to come there and look at them. And then I thought, if you could, if we could come up with, like, maybe that or a different nonprofit, it would be really, like, I think we would attract a lot of people if you could get some of your friends together and do, like, a car wash to raise money and awareness. And then,
that's a
you
great
take the camera around.
That is really a fun idea. And raise awareness and get together with one really nice adoption agency and help them out, and it will help us out too. And of course, the animals. And how fun.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to pet them. We'll set it all up, like maybe out on location. We'll set it up.
Oh, that'll be cool. You could even do, like, playmates in bikinis or whatever, come get your car washed for a good cause type thing,
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people would be tuning in just for the playmates and bikinis part, but then they're going to want to, they're going to want to help. So that'll be, like, huge.
And I've done that before. I've taken part in one of those before, and that's always pretty fun. And there also gets a lot of press too.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, so that definitely helps out the charity because then, people are tuning in and going, hey, you know what? I think I can help out.
Definitely, and they will. And with the social media like it is nowadays, we can get the word out so easily.
Yeah. Oh, this would be great. Yeah, and, maybe stuff for homeless people or, we'll come up with different things. But, I think that would be really great.
Very good ideas.
Thank you.
Let's do them. Let's do them.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, because the
I'll
world
be down there in a
definitely
couple
needs
weeks.
more.
I'll be moved in a couple weeks. Yeah.
That'll be
counting down the
exciting.
days.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, that'll be fun for you to be back in your old stomping ground with your friends, and it'll feel like you're back home.
Oh my gosh, it's my dream to be home. But you know what? Sometimes when you're away for a couple of years, then you go back with a new perspective and you even love it more and you appreciate it more.
Oh, yeah. That's true, too. Yeah, I haven't always lived here in this area, and it made me appreciate it when I came back.
Really? So you are content exactly where you are?
Yes, I'm open to, if I meet the right person and they don't live here kind of a thing, or to move, for a career, like if this really takes off, and which it will, but, if it ends up being easier that, we start living in closer proximity, that, I'm not ruling anything out, but,
right.
that
you're a dream woman. You're a dream woman then. If you would go move for your love of your life, that is really amazing, because a lot of people are like, no, I'm not going anywhere. So that is being open. You have an open mind.
Yeah. I really love my house, and I really love the history, and I really love everything here. But, it would have to be something super special for me to consider it, but I'm not closed off to it.
Of course. That's great. Okay, so, wow.
Thank you.
We are excited. So if you're out there listening, you have some things to look forward to, some new things with Life, Laughter, Happiness coming soon.
Yeah. This is going to be really exciting. So,
how do you like that, Johnny?
I like it. It's good. She has about 7 more minutes. So, what other dates do you have?
That was.
Or did you want? Is that it?
That was pretty much it. Unless we do like a once a month showcase of an artist, or something like that, to kind of like stretch ourselves a little bit more. Maybe a writer, maybe some sort of art.
Right.
Does anybody have questions for me?
Well, do you know anybody that's a writer, or Barbara? Do you know anybody that's a writer that would fit the criteria of what she's asking?
Yes, I do actually, and I've asked this person, who's one of my very close friends. She is a writer of relationships and sex. Her best-selling books were How to Be the Best Lover Your Man Ever Had and How to Be the Best Lover Your Woman Ever Had. And
Brenda Venus.
So she got 2 in 1. Brenda Venus, yes. And so she said she's finishing up a book right now, but when she's done, she's going to actually be a guest on our show. I've already asked her, and she's really looking forward to that. But then we could do something extra special like what Kelly is talking about, showcase her.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Have somebody different every month, and just kind of bring people's awareness to that person. Maybe it's somebody that's unknown. Maybe it's somebody that we happen to know. It could be somebody that is in, mainstream media. It could be somebody that's trying to be discovered,
That's true.
Okay.
It'd be very helpful to them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Get them some exposure. Yeah, that could really help people.
Are you talking about somebody who wants to get published, or somebody who's been published who would like to talk about it to get their sales up?
I think either one, really, because sometimes you can self-publish or have a publisher, but you don't really sell as much as you would like because of all the advertising that it takes and the money that you have to put forth for it. So, yeah, really either one.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, I'm going to keep that in mind because maybe I have more people that I just haven't really thought about. I mean, we must know a lot of writers out there.
Yeah, I would think. I think we do. Yeah, or, maybe it's somebody that makes jewelry, or it's somebody that does painting, and, it's extraordinary, but they really are underexposed yet, to be able
Yes.
to...
I just thought of my cousin has... What? Okay, and we could show them on the Blue Jeans video.
Aspect of it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we could do. My cousin's an amazing artist. I'll get him on. He would love that.
Oh, that would be cool. And I've got some friends that are artists, and my cousin does metallurgy, so he not only makes jewelry, but he makes Japanese swords, and he's won awards. So, yeah, this could be, I think, we could go to any festival, and there's a lot of artisans there that are, just waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is that your ideas in a nutshell, or do you?
Yeah, for now. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could do
because the
that with
2.5
musicians
minutes.
too.
We have 2.5 minutes
we could
left.
do that
Okay,
with musicians.
So, all right. Okay. Are you okay with letting me talk now, or did you have anything else to add?
I don't really have anything else to add at this point. I'm
Okay.
glad that we're going
All
to do this on a regular basis.
Okay, good. All right. Okay. All right. I guess I'm up. And I'm going to go ahead and start the 20 minutes. I think what I would like to see is we have three things. We have Kelly doing the guided meditations every week on Sunday, and I like that because it allows us to finds us, and it can be done for a crowd. We also have the Blue Jeans, and we also have the chat room in the Life, Laughter, Happiness chat room. And I was thinking that what we should do is use those three things to kind of build off of each other. Sort of like the chat room can be used to build the meditations. The meditations can be used to build up the guided meditations, the Blue Jeans, and the in the chat room. If those three things can be used to supplement each other, I think great things are going to happen. Because I was really impressed when Rachel said that she wanted to do a show with Karen. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
And I was impressed because that was the first time that two regulars decided they wanted to see a show done, and it wasn't us. I mean, it was something that was created out of a community sense. Actually, Kelly, you're the first person to kind of describe this show as sort of a community. And I think if those three things that I just mentioned can be made to supplement each other, that it would be a community. The chat room, the guided meditations, and the Blue Jeans. I would like to see, with the Blue Jeans, I would like to see something that we can let Barbara's creative energy loose. Because like when Kelly does her guided meditations, or when Kelly does the chakra dates, her creative energy gets let go, let loose. And how she says it, and what she does and everything. I want to see something to where Barbara's creative energy gets let loose. I think that you suggested earlier, Kelly, that the Blue Jeans would be giving an avenue of letting Barbara do that. I do think it would do that. I think we need to determine, how we're going to do it as far as, like, when would we do it and what days we would do it. But I would like to see her, Barbara do something where she travels around wearing the T-shirt, because obviously that's going to ignite some questions, especially if the words Playboy Playmate are on the T-shirt. I mean, that's going to get some questions.
Yeah, tank top or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, Barbara, we're talking about you. What do you think about the idea?
Oh, I would for sure wear the T-shirt or tank top with whatever event I'm doing. Definitely. Yes.
Okay.
That would.
But do you have any ideas?
What?
any suggestions of things that we can do that would be regular for you, or have you thought about things that you could do that would be regular with you, sort of that would let your
Sure.
creative energy go?
Well, I like the idea of doing all my activities on the beach and then engaging people and talking to them. And maybe we have a subject matter for the day as far as spirituality. And I could just ask random people their thoughts about psychics and things like that. And we can get an idea of people out there and their thoughts about it, because like I've always said, I was not even open to it at all until I met you both. And then I started to realize this is not evil. This is good. And I'm just curious to see how many people are accepting of it. And then I could have a brochure or a business card and just say, hey, we would love for you to call in tomorrow. And just start getting people like that. So that's one event. Then, Kelly suggested, if the event happens to be, it's 5 o'clock my time, Pacific Standard Time, which most of them are around that time. So that would be good, but I'm not sure of the event list right now that I have. But if that coincides with our showtime, that would be great. And then, let's see, other than that, we would just choose special spots, like she said, up on Hollywood Boulevard, where the Chinese Man Theater, and different spots in Los Angeles area to explore live. And we can all decide on it prior, and then I'll be happy to go do that. So
okay. Now,
yes.
Also, you did suggest earlier that we do more shows like this, where we interview each other. You did suggest something like that. Am I right?
I did.
Can you elaborate on what you were thinking?
But you know what? I was taking it very literally when you said that, so I was trying to think of really being an interviewer to ask questions about the person's childhood and life and, where they were born and just thoughts. And I thought you meant that. I didn't know you were going to interview us about our ideas for the show. I didn't know. So I literally thought that we were going to interview each other about our lives today.
Well, I think that would be okay, but I don't know if that would be a regular thing. I mean, there's only so much you could cover on a regular thing about someone's life. I mean, but I do think the idea of us interviewing each other is a good idea. I mean, do you agree with that, Kelly?
I think so. I think that people like to find out, what your favorite color is or what your favorite childhood memory is. Things like that you're not going to read somewhere else. It gives people a sense of knowing us and helps us to better know each other.
There are certain things I'd love to know about the two of you that I don't necessarily know yet. Like why, I mean, obviously when people do podcasting, certain people like it and certain people don't. And I've often wondered what it was that made Kelly just really, 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 really love it. The first time I told her about it. And I mean, what was it that made you, Barbara, really, really get addicted to it the first time you tried it? I mean, not everyone does that. And it was like Kelly said that this is something she's wanted to do her whole life.
Wow.
I mean, and you, it's like, I think it was just sort of like you were, I don't know, it's just that you got addicted, like I think after one or two shows. I mean, maybe I could ask the two of you, what was it that made you both get addicted to it or whatever it is?
Oh, well, okay. This is what happened to me when you guys invited me for the chakra day, and then Kelly did my chakra cleansing. It was just such a freeing, and I got a freeing experience, and I got a lot of clarity, and I felt great. I felt cared for. I felt like a new beginning was coming, and I felt really clear-minded, and just the feeling of when I was recovering, and then the love that I felt with that Kelly made me feel. Oh my gosh, that was what hooked me. And then when we had the caller talk about my fall, it's just like, wow, when they're spot on and dead on with certain facts that you don't know how did they know that, then you start to become a believer. And even Elkie, when she got her chakras cleansed and then she called back and had a psychic reading, she's like, wow, I just have so many questions now. I just am inspired and I want to know so much. So it happens to pretty much everybody I've talked to. And that's what made me addicted to it. And then when you guys asked me to be on the show, I thought, wow, how wonderful is this? How valuable this is for me to be able to talk to a psychic, different ones, and the top ones that Johnny gets us on the show. How amazing is that we personally as hosts, co-hosts, get to have that on a regular basis. And Johnny's always gives us our time as co-hosts to talk to them as well, and not just our guests, but we get to. That is invaluable. That is such a major perk to doing this show. Don't you think, Kelly?
Oh gosh, yeah. I was totally hooked. I was scared the first time I did the chakras on the show because it was without my partner that had showed me how. But when it went well, I was finally feeling, oh, good, I can do this on my own. This was great, and this was in front of a live audience, and so it gave me confidence a little bit. And then to be able to talk with the psychics and things that were on the show, it was just amazing. And then each show builds on the other one, and it feels like a new piece to the puzzle has just been found. The puzzle.
Don't forget the word I used for you. Don't forget the word I used, the word that you heard the first time that you interviewed the psychic. Remember that word?
Co-host?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I was trying not to do the happy dance too loud, and then I waited till the show was done, and I was calling him up saying, did you remember that you called me co-host? Or did you do that on purpose? And because I was afraid he was going to say, oh, I'm sorry, I slipped, or something like that. Or I
I wouldn't have slipped on something like that. But I will say, though, that I had no idea how much you loved it. And, and then, I realized that when it was weird. It's that's why you need to understand not everyone is going to react like that. And it's I didn't know, but see, that's what I'm saying. If I'm going to have people around me on the show, I want people that uniquely love it, like you and Barbara did.
Yeah.
Not just somebody around it who thinks, okay, this is a way for me to make money and for everybody to work for me. This is,
right.
Kelly and Barbara uniquely love the show. You uniquely love it. It's so it's someone who, oh my goodness, I love this. I want to make this better. That's another reason why I'd like to see the chat room, the Blue Jeans, and the guided meditations be used to kind of help each other grow. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
okay.
This was huge for my recovery from my accident. And I know the same, that Barbara feels the same for, her going through recovery from hers, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think you got us right at the right time, the right place in the right time, Johnny. That is divine intervention right there.
Yeah. And there were so many things in my life. Yeah.
I do believe it.
I do too. And there are so many things in my life I could have taken a negative spin on, but since I've had, the opportunity to be on the show and to talk with the guests and everything, and the energy that the three of us create is just unbelievably positive, that, I don't take the negative turn. When there's, two ways to look at a situation, I'm taking the positive one, because, that's just how much this means to me and how much it's impacted me. That, we are building a community together.
Oh, yeah.
I think you like the word community better than show almost. Am I right in saying that, Kelly? I mean, that word seems to give you more of a warm feeling than a show. I mean, even though show is okay, but I think that the word community kind of – is that right?
Yeah, and it feels like a growing family, like of chosen, people you choose to be around that are really positive. And we're really supportive of each other, and I think that's so important in the world. And there's, not enough of that as demonstrated in day-to-day living. Then it's really, really important to feel part of something that's positive and bigger than yourself, to feel like you matter.
Yes. Well put on that.
Yeah. Thank you. So that's my standing on it. It's, it's not like I didn't matter before, but it's just, I didn't think I would have anything to contribute when he used to say, oh, yeah, I've got this podcast show. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't think I'd have anything to contribute. And then it's like, wait, but I do.
And then you found out you really do. Yeah.
The truth is that I said you were. I mean, the only best reason I could come up with saying that you were co-host is I got to be smart. I mean, I didn't want to lose Kelly. I mean, somebody is going to see her do all that chakra stuff, and they're going to swipe her up. I mean, I didn't want to lose her. I wanted her to be a part of the show. And, that was probably why it popped out, the word co-host, because I didn't know to what extent she wanted to stay on. But I can tell you, I'm not going to mention her name, but the person that was trying to, take over the show, and we both know who that is, Kelly, is I want you to know she was never in danger of doing that. I just didn't. It just took me a while to pick up on what she was doing, and from the moment that I had you, interviewing Joan Cara, and I said you were the co-host, I didn't want you going anywhere. I mean, it was, it's just that I thought, oh, she'll be this lady will be this. I did not know what she was trying to do, so it's always been good, and I think what I like about Barbara is that Barbara likes the show as much as you do. I kind of smile a little bit when, I turn on when I go on the internet, and then I'll see a thing that says, new post by Barbara, or new post by Kelly, and then I turn on the post, and then I'm thinking, yep, it's probably about the show. Yes, it is. It is. I can usually get just surprised because I have never ever said to you, make sure we post on Facebook or Instagram. Well, I mean, I did say we should probably try to grow the community, but I've never gotten after you, either of you, to post. You do that on your own, and that was another reason why it didn't make any sense at all to get rid of Kelly. Kelly uniquely loves it. It's sort of like they.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you both equally love it. I mean, you'll. It's like something that you want to keep alive, and So
I was after that whole issue we had when Barbara came along. I was a little bit apprehensive at first, and I know that I love the way that we openly communicate, and my whole apprehension just melted away. I mean, Barbara is authentic. She is real. She doesn't say she likes something if she doesn't. It all comes from the heart. And, I mean, I just absolutely love Barbara, and there's no way that I would want to have the show without you. And I'm glad that you're part of it with me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh,
Okay.
that's so sweet. Thank you. That makes me feel really good.
Good.
I tell you what,
Thanks.
I
mean,
stopped.
it's true.
I stopped before my 2 minutes were up. But let's just talk for 20 minutes, okay? Just me, all three of us, okay?
Okay.
My 2 minutes are up, so nobody really has the floor. We're just talking between us. I mean, I like that because it you know, Barbara, what you've done is you sort of you've really honestly, I mean, you know, your networking skills are kind of blowing me and Kelly away. Don't you agree, Kelly?
Really?
I mean, now it's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Why do you
I
say
didn't
really?
know you guys were thinking that. I didn't know you guys thought that. Thank you.
Well,
Oh,
it's
you're
like
welcome.
all of a sudden you're chatting with these agents and these. You see what I'm talking about, right, Kelly?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when that
Yeah.
happened, it kind of shocked us both. I mean, we couldn't believe it. We started thinking, oh my God, you know, like I was talking to Robin, and I said, this is what I would love, and that is that all three of us be on the cover of Time. But it wasn't until you came, you know, I mean, I knew that Kelly made it more of a show. Kelly, you know, then when Barbara came along, it was like, oh boy, oh my God, you know, we're going to be in the papers, you know.
Yeah. It's like we went from taking off and doing pretty well to we just got turbo boost.
Oh, my gosh. And that, it's kind of just like my everyday thing to talk to these people. So I don't think that – I forget how, you know, people really would react to that because I'm so used to dealing with these people like the PR people and all that. So that's
it
good.
It is a little bit, yeah. It's you understand what I'm saying, Kelly? It's like it's like, for instance, if you were to say, I did this movie with Mike Myers. Well, you know, when you mean Kelly, we think Mike Myers. We think Mike Myers on Saturday Night Live. You don't think of him as, oh, he's a nice guy. You know,
Right,
you understand what I'm
right.
saying,
So
Kelly? I mean, we don't
Yeah.
think like that. It's just sort of, it's like now the people that you know are people that we see on TV, you know, or we hear about it.
That's true. That's true. And I just need to stay on top of the people that come to me and are, you know, redoing the IMDb and putting your names on there on my thing and then getting that for you guys as well. I just need to stay up on that. And I just can't wait till I'm settled in California again and then go even full force on it. And now that I know you guys like it, it makes me even want to, you know, do it more because you appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it would have taken us years probably to get as far as you could probably do in 6 months. It would, you know, because we don't have that experience, because we don't have the connections in place, because we don't know these people personally. So it would take years to get out there.
I'm
connections,
going to throw out an idea here. I'm going to throw out an idea.
But that's not why
How
we're
about,
keeping you. I just want you to know that we love you. That's not why we're keeping you around.
I understand.
I mean,
That's
it's a bonus.
Thank you.
It's a bonus.
Oh, no, that's just like an extra
But what I was going to
perk.
say is
Thank you.
Barbara,
I don't think that.
Oh, okay,
what I'm
good.
saying is,
Well,
Barbara,
then
how
why
about we
you
do
get
this?
us some?
How about we do this? We take let's take Barbara's idea. Let's make this be more of a regular thing. And then we basically, let's do this again, say, on the 10th, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Okay. Well, now that
Okay.
you have talked, yes, but now that you've talked about the idea, now I do have some idea. Since I was taking you literally about the interviewing.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I wanted to say that's what I had in mind. You know, you think that maybe we wouldn't have that on a regular basis, but I think it would be good to have it for a few months with us interviewing each other, because there's different segments. Like, we could ask each other, well, what happened to you, like, right after high school, for the next few years after high school? What did you do? And, I could talk about, like, my whole thing with how it was being a flight attendant. People seem to really find that interesting, and I only did it a couple of years before I started modeling. I could talk all about all the details of that. Or, like, what part in your guys' life a couple of years was, like, hard, or did you go through a divorce, or what was it like with your home life? So then when Kelly says, I want people to know who we really are, our heart, our soul, how we worked, how we built who we are, how did we become who we are, that we could do it in segments, just segments of life, and interview each other, like 20 minutes each on a segment, just of a few years.
I have an idea.
Yeah,
I have an idea, Kelly. How about we do this? I'll schedule another show like this on the 10th, and then we'll let Barbara decide what we interview each other about. That way it'll let it create.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Well,
yeah.
Are you sure?
You like that idea, Kelly?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Really? Okay, because Kelly might have a thing in her life that she really wants to talk about, and then she can say, can you interview me about this subject of my life? And I'm open to that, too, suggestions.
Okay, cool.
So I'll set up another show like this. Go on, what's your thing, Kelly?
Yeah, I think so. I think that we could, do it kind of like, segments like she said. I think that would be, since we're all around the same age, we're going to have, like, the same number of decades or whatever. It can be helpful for people not only to know who we are, but to maybe see our story and be like, wow, they had to get through that to get here.
Yeah.
And then maybe they can see that and go, well, if they got through that, maybe I can get through this.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that could be very helpful.
All right. So you're okay with doing another show like this on the 10th, and then Barbara will organize what we interview each other about?
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
Okay. All right. I like that. This will give Barbara's creative energy going. So I'll send you the link to it, Barbara, and then, I'll make a general description, and then you can kind of tell me what you want for the description. This will give us until
I already had written out I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I had completely, on my trip back from Huntington Beach on the airplane, I had written out all my questions to give you guys for my segment. I mean, I really took it wrong, like what we were going to be interviewing.
Okay, that's fine.
I did. Oh, that is so sweet and cute. I like that you did your homework. Yeah.
Thank you. And then you're telling me all about how great I am with my advertising, and this was the one day that I didn't do it because I was, like, catching up on my eBay and having these printer issues. Oh,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Not like we're taking very many callers right now.
Right.
But
and we didn't have a guest today, so I thought, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to skip this day. But normally it's fun to do the stories, and people react really well to the stories. And, Kelly's amazing at them as well. I love it. So, and you're really on top of that, Kelly. I must
thank you.
Acknowledge that about you. You're so up on the advertising for each show every day beforehand.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you have any other ideas, Barbara?
No, not for now. I think that's good for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I hope what I've accomplished today is that, we have about 10 minutes, but I hope what I've accomplished today is, that both of you do not feel nervous about saying how you think or saying ideas for the show or making it, your ideas known. This is a community we're trying to grow. I know that Kelly said in the beginning she didn't feel comfortable giving ideas out. Is that true, Kelly?
Yeah, because, it was hard for me to speak up. I didn't want to rock the boat. I didn't want it to seem, like I was trying to take over. And I really liked what you'd done, so I didn't want to mess with that and, change it.
What happened when you came along, which was before Barbie came along, I had done it alone, and doing it alone really stinks. So I just want to say something about the two of you. Yes, and yes, in theory, I could get rid of the two of you, but then again, I could also, in theory, walk up to a hornet's nest and urinate on it. Both of those things are not very smart.
Oh, gosh. You come up with the craziest things, Johnny.
Getting rid of Kelly and Barbara would be like urinating on a hornet's nest. It's not very smart.
Wow.
Well, the other thing I was thinking is, sometimes celebrities are tied in with certain nonprofits that they're known to, help out and whatnot. It might be beneficial to everybody to maybe have somebody interviewed.
Mhm.
Yeah, so maybe we can start, getting that and then helping, get more exposure for, the charity that they're associated with. And it kind of helps us to get more viewers if we have, more on, too, in the variety. And people always like to help.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
People do
that
like
might
helping.
be something. Yeah, that could be something down the road. I know that, sometimes, like, it's a hit or miss, like, if you go through IMDb and you go through the agents and all that, because some of them want to have a paid gig, and some of them, they don't care about that as much. But, that might be, like, an interesting avenue.
It's actually kind of funny because I've heard the nicest celebrities to interview is Henry Winkler. Legend has it says on IMDb, but what's so funny about IMDb, about Henry Winkler, because this is what's so funny about this, because this is why I'm bringing him up, and you'll understand why in a minute, Kelly and Barbara. I think I told you about this, Kelly. When he was doing Happy Days, his character Fonzie was very, 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 very popular. Okay, and it grew in popularity, like very, very large. So much so that I think it was like the 5th season, they went to Henry Winkler and they said, Henry, how would you like to see the show change to Fonzie's Happy Days? To be named after himself, named after Fonzie. And they interviewed Henry Winkler about that, and he said, no, flat out no, don't do that. And they asked him in the interview, why, and he said it's because it's everybody was an important part of it. That's another reason why the show is not Johnny and his Angels or Johnny and his Harem or Johnny Alexander show. Because, all three of us were a part of it, So it makes more sense to have it be named after a concept than a person. Does that make sense, Kelly and Barbara?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Nice
every
of
guest
you.
and every caller. Yeah, everybody's contributing.
And plus, it makes Kelly probably work harder. If this was the Johnny show, I don't think Kelly would be working that hard. Don't you think so?
But, yeah.
Well,
yeah, when
but
it's
it
a
would
concept
be
that's bigger, yeah.
Yeah, I just think that you it's something that you're working on, whereas it's like, oh, this is somebody else's thing.
Yeah, like we're working to make him look good. Is what it would be if it was named after just you, and the concept is making the world a better place, and that's bigger than any of us. It's the life, laughter, happiness. It takes all of us. It takes all of our guests. It takes all of our callers. It takes all of our listeners and viewers, to make this possible. Otherwise we could be sitting in a basement somewhere doing a show that nobody watches.
Exactly.
And then, what
Exactly.
good is that if nobody knows, nobody watches? It's
There's
good
a
for the
lot of
person
people
doing
in
it.
the credits at the end of every show. So.
Yeah. It'd be cool if we could learn how to do like the software to be able to do like the title and then do the credits and, you know, maybe have a song, you know, things like that. That would be really cool.
I do think we need a song.
Somebody...
I'm not much into music, but I do think
I've
the
been
show
listening.
does need a song. What?
I have been listening. Sorry to interrupt. I have been listening to a lot of music, thinking of that since that psychic said we need a song, and I will send you what I like. And is this just for when the show, before it's starting for a few minutes? Is this when you need it? And
Something
also,
like that, yeah.
Can we use anything if it's from an artist? I mean, isn't there
that's another thing.
Rules and laws about that?
I mean, I've wondered about that. I don't want to.
Sure.
I mean, I don't want to break any copyright laws.
Right. So we'll have to look into that too. But if we just play some music, I mean, radio shows play music in between there. I mean, they're playing people's songs. I don't know how you go about that. I don't know a lot about that, but we could find out. But I do have a couple of songs that I've been listening to, and I'm going to send them to you guys. I think you're going to like them, the feel of them and what the lyrics say. Mm-hmm.
Surely you must have some friends who are musicians, Barbara. I mean, do you have friends who are musicians?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wow.
I do. And
well, I know some
new.
that are like heavy metal, and that's not going to work.
Not
I don't want to
necessarily.
scare people out of their, meditative state.
They just, it changes the tone. I don't think it's necessarily just they can adhere to the mood. I remember one time I saw a thing that was Steve Tyler was talking about how he was doing a country music album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's obviously, it's obviously, you can't have, Ozzy Osbourne and Amy Grant doing a duet together would look pretty silly, or Julio Iglesias and Jimmy Buffett. Now that would be another one.
Oh my God.
But I just was thinking, the cousin I was saying is an artist. Well, I have his brother who's actually a musician. And I think going to family first, because family always wants to help. And then if we just always give them a little plug and talk about their music real quick, I'm sure that they would want to give. I don't know if they do cover or they do their own, but I will definitely ask.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I was just thinking another combination is AC/DC and Dolly Parton.
That's my favorite.
Or let's see, another one, Alice Cooper and Amy Grant. That's another one.
There are some of these on YouTube where they put two songs against each other. And it's really interesting how it turns out. And they'll have, like, totally different genres and things like that. And they kind of blend together into a song. It's really weird. It's like so-and-so versus so-and-so. Yeah.
That's interesting. I never have seen that. You should post it on our Life, Laughter, Happiness Facebook page. And because I think that's interesting. Anything like that. And then we could also ask, if we don't come up with something, ask our fans, hey, are any of you musicians that can we use your music? Maybe there's somebody out there. We just need to put the word out.
Oh, yeah. That would be cool.
Showcase.
We have about a minute. We have about a minute left, but it's. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up the one for the 10th. And what I'll do is I'll give Barbara the link, and then Barbara can what I'll do is when she writes up a description of what we interview each other about, I'll make that be the what the subjects will be. Okay?
Okay. Sounds great.
Sounds good. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you too.
Thank you, everyone. Okay. Bye.
Bye.